Clark combined for 15 points, 6 of 18 from the field. In the first quarter, they've combined for 17 points, 7 of 8 from the field.
Cloud on Clark.
Clark with 4 early turnovers, as we mentioned, gets the screen from Bonner. Bonner, the pump fake. Bonner, size advantage, lowers the shoulder, stripped away by Cloud.
At the rim.
They've got to hustle 4 seconds. Back to Cunningham. Cunningham puts it up short of the rim. And Cloud scoops up the board. Bonner, another backcourt steal. Bonner this time picks up the foul. So a wily play from the veteran. Think about the way that Indiana retooled this roster. Bringing in this experience is so important. And DeWanna Bonner in the W. Impressive for both of them.
Such great length, such incredible longevity, and a 2-time WNBA champion. Part of the pedigree and the culture that Indiana.
Also nice for Bonner because she has struggled with her scoring the last couple of games, and that's going to be a foul against Dantas. And so,
well, one of the hardest things, obviously, to guard is off the back.
Burke has had consecutive games in double figures, coming off a 17-point performance against Chicago.
How much he's improved in the offseason.
And that's what you see with the Liberty, is just the depth that they show. Every player knows their role and can confidently do it.
Well, they made some offseason moves, and Nigel Laney, Hamilton not available. She got injured in the offseason.
Cunningham turns the corner and scoops it in. Her second game back from an early season ankle injury. Burke this time trying to feed it down low, and up to 13 seconds. Ionescu, 6 to shoot, draws 3 defenders.
So good. I mean, subtlety off the bounce. Already knocked it. You got to bring the long close out and make her dribble into her shots. But she's worked on that mid-range. She told us yesterday, and you saw it right there.
Here's Burke, the switch onto Clark. Clark trying to dance one-on-one. Burke, Clark, step back 3. And Clark still looking for games ago against Atlanta. Burke will try the triple, and Burke, a huge 3 right in front of her own bench. And the
8 on the season outside the arc. Wow, that's an off-season improvement for you.
It was 4 of 4 in that game against Chicago, so all of a sudden an offensive weapon in Kennedy Burke coming off the bench. Cunningham cutting. Cunningham lost control, couldn't get rid of the ball, and that'll be a turnover. New York possession. Essentially the whole roster hit a 3 in that game.
Jordan, I watched synergy on all those 19 made threes. 8 different players made a 3. 7 of those threes were set up by getting a piece of the paint.
Kelsey Mitchell back in the game, goes right by Stewart. Will draw the foul and head to the free throw line for a pair. And so we saw Phoebish head to
a lot, but when Coach Brondello walked down to check on her, she gave her the thumbs up. So perhaps we'll see her go back in the standings.
All right, thank you, Tiffany. Mitchell re-signed in January on that 1-year Supermax. As we mentioned, 10th in the MVP voting. Last year's been an all-star the last couple of years, and her continued development has been huge for the Fever. Cloud this time, well defended by Boston. Hull trying to post up Jones, and an excellent pass and catch as Jones gets 2 more.
So smart. Does that switch and then allows Jonquel Jones to get that post-up lob position.
Jones now one of 3 Liberty players in double figures. Hull no good at the cup, and Cloud will initiate the break.
Tasha Cloud, a big point guard, physical, strong, experienced.
Cloud will try the triple and hits it.
You know, the beginning part of her career, everybody went on.
Point deficit because of New York and their ability to score in the paint as Boston.
New York in a zone, Jordan.
First time we've seen that. They switch it up. Cross-court pass.
They match up.
Here's Howard, 5 to shoot. Howard picks up the dribble, sails a baseline jumper, no good. Sabrina with the rebound.
New York has not played any possessions of zone leading up to today. They show zone, then they quickly pick back up into man.
The Liberty are on a 10-1 run since Phoebish left the game. With that injury, make it 12-1 as Burke gallops to the cup. It's the largest lead of the afternoon for New York.
And half their points are in the paint. Indiana's got to do a better job of protecting inside out.
Cunningham off target. Burke with another rebound, and
that's my unofficial count.
Well, they're shooting 14 of 20, Debbie. 70% in this game, and you mentioned all the paint points, and you talked about that's how they pick you apart. They get all those paint touches and put you in tough positions. Cloud hits another three.
What a great skip match, but that's how unselfish they are.
The Fever scoreless in 6 of their last 7 possessions now. Cloud over the top. What a catch by Sabrina as she gets the finish and the foul, and all of a sudden the Liberty starting to pull away.
This is the
so well so quickly with this New York team.
Yeah, it seems so effortless. She said it was great to come to oiled, and she's just been able to beat herself, and they appreciate that from her. Both Stewie and Sabrina talked to us about how New York has embraced her and that she brings the confidence and the versatility as well as being a great leader for this group.
Mitchell, the baseline catch goes high off the glass, can't get the finish. Cunningham, offensive rebound. Mitchell working the baseline, tough three over the defender. Buries it. A much needed bucket for the Fever, and Sabrina right down the court going coast to coast.
You make them take it out of the net, you got to be able to match up quicker.
Ionescu with 15 points. Mitchell patrolling the baseline, trying to eye a hole in the defense. Wants to work it on Jones. Will try another three, in and out. A little friend. Clark over the top. Boston.
The pass is exactly on the target hand. That action is the best action Indiana has in their offense.
12 points for Boston, 7 assists for Clark. Still a 12-point lead for New York as they shoot a sizzling 74%. Just under 4 minutes left in the first half. Cloud takes the contact and pirouettes to the cup. And she's now the 4th member of the Liberty in double figures.
Well, New York has Indiana and one of the best players in the league at breaking off the offense.
Amen. Really the definition of fearless, if you look that up amongst a lot of players. Ionescu curling. Cloud has had the hot hand, gets it down to Jones, defended by Boston, 7 to shoot. Cunningham feints. Cloud, jab step, puts up the 3, and it's short.
In New York, because they've shot it so well, they should be better in their transition defense. They haven't sent anybody to the glass.
And there's Mitchell screaming towards the cup for 2 more. Stewart will launch a tray. And now it's Clark that'll bring it down.
See how they shadow Clark with 6'4", 6'6", and then she gets the matchup she can score on.
Clark, no good. Boston right there to clean it up, and a timeout on the floor for New York. The Fever trying to claw back into this one. Aaliyah